And it seems like we are paying for things and then they deny you those things.
We're in the bonus content. She had a question. I didn't let her ask the question. So what was the question?
Well, when I did the podcast, you were like, the theme is you and your story. What's it, what's a time where you did something really shameful and you were glad there wasn't a camera? And now I'm afraid you're going
Let's
to be
put it
like,
on camera.
yeah, and now you're going to be like, think about the saddest thing ever and we want you to cry. I'm
Yeah,
just
no,
kidding.
no. This is gonna be like all the stories that with the police or someone find you naked, but with sad music.
I'm not kidding. Are you kidding? Oh, no. All right. Oh, that's great. That's how I feel when I look in the. I need that music when I look in the mirror now and I'm naked. I'm like, God, you gotta work out. You gotta lay off the bread. Who knew bread would be my mortal enemy? I did heroin before. My
And
mom knows, so I'm not afraid to say
but
it.
bread,
But bread's what's gonna. Now I
gluten.
check into a whole hotel room. I'm like, I got a couple of baguettes, some plant-based butter, and some La Croix.
And some gluten-free heroin. Because now it's important it's gluten-free. No, actually, the topic that I brought, I believe we're talking like a little like quickly
Okay.
because it's just something that is being infuriating me, and I've seen the debate online, and it's about insurance. And what is happening with insurance is that it's happening a lot on cars, especially, but it started to happen in people that people are starting to drop out of insurance because it doesn't make sense economically. Because in cars, it's like, hey, like I've seen this all over Reddit. Like, should I pay out of pocket or use my insurance? It's like, oh, I got like in a crash or whatever, but it was something slight. They just like hit my bumper, and I went and in the shop they said that they can do it for 300, but when I tried to pass it on the insurance, it was like 1200, and the insurance rate will go up, and a lot of people just pay it out of pocket, and then they're like, yeah, but if I pay out of pocket, then why the fuck I'm paying insurance?
Sure.
And if you pay it with insurance, the insurance will raise the price. Like would you end up paying? You pay like $50 copay, but then your rate goes up, so you end up paying like 500 over the year,
Uh huh.
or something that you should could pay 300 out of pocket.
Right.
And I believe that's happening with people too. I have some exams, and I the first time I paid out of pocket, and I believe it was like 180.
For medical exams.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the second time, I brought my insurance. I didn't have the car, and I brought the insurance, and I ended up paying like $10, 10 something. It was 10.75 something. No, it was 10. And I was like, okay, insurance works. But then I was like, yeah, but like I paid 180 that time, but I've been paying insurance for like 3 years, and I never use it for anything.
Yeah.
So at the end, I've been paying like 1,000, 1,200 in insurance, and they only cover this time this, and they charge me like copay, and then my rate went up from $5 to 105, and I was like,
Yeah. I hear
then
insurance
then
is.
what is why it's useful to have an insurance? And I have heard a lot of stories of people that they get charged like, oh, you have to pay 500, and they're like, oh, wait, like I have insurance, and they put the insurance information. It's like, oh, my bad, we didn't know you have insurance. You have to pay 750. I was like, what? I say I have
Oh.
insurance. Yeah, but without insurance it's 500 because we have like a discount if you don't have insurance. With insurance, it's like 2K,
Oh shit.
and since your insurance is like just covers you don't have your deductible, or you haven't reached your deductible, you have to pay like the fully
Okay.
700 before the insurance kicks in. And it's
Yeah.
like, then why?
Yeah.
It was better just to pay out of pocket then.
Yeah. It's a racket. It's
So,
a fucking racket.
but again, I believe I'm really healthy, and I'm speaking from my point of view. A lot of people who are like have more like issues, they're like, yeah, but on the long run, it's still better.
Yeah.
What is your opinion on insurance in this era?
Oh my god. You really
What do you think that the topics will be like?
Well,
Dick pics, right?
no, 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 no. That's
Dick pics are not that good.
I mean, I don't have I don't have health insurance. So I had health insurance with my job, the jobs that I had that provided health insurance. I'm self-employed now and I don't have health insurance. I have car insurance.
Okay.
The I've been in a couple fender benders and uh their insurance paid for it, not my
Okay.
insurance. They had insurance. If they didn't have insurance, I don't know. I don't know what would have happened. I don't know. I guess I would have used my insurance. It would have gone up. Um, so I mean, I think I used insurance for. I paid for insurance for many years, and I didn't use it. And I could have used it for maintenance things. So I feel like I have a 360-degree experience in that I've wasted the opportunities that I paid for, right?
Okay.
And I been have I been taken advantage of? Maybe. Do I know that it does? And are some of the charges absurd and are people bankrupted? Yes. So I do think that it is. I mean, I'm understanding that people are getting refused life saving things, and it's like, why do you have insurance?
And that's something else
But
that
I haven't. I personally have not had that experience yet, and I don't take it lightly. Um, I am the only one. I'm the only one I'm responsible for. I don't have children. Um,
yet
so
because they got in prison.
right.
Okay.
Well, I mean, that is a factor, right? If you have a family, I can get away, or at least I think I can make concessions with myself
Yeah.
that other people can't. But I do think that I do think that it is a racket. And it seems like we are paying for things and then they deny you those things. I will say that I am a spiritual person, and I would say that if you are a person who believes there's something bigger or more powerful, to tap into that faith, that if you tick all the boxes, that you will be taken care of in some way, but that doesn't mean there's not legwork and bullshit along the way. I don't know.
I've seen
Does
this.
that make sense?
Yeah, I've seen this that there's like doctors in the medical that works for the insurance companies. That's like, oh, you go to the doctor and they're like, oh, they prescribe this medicine, and the doctor in the insurance like, she doesn't need that one.
That they
Like,
have
what
a
the fuck do you mean? Like,
yeah.
it was prescribed by the doctor. It's like, no, 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 but use this other one that they kind of know is not gonna work, but it's cheaper, and then you're on that one that doesn't work. So your health goes worse, and you go to the doctor. So no, you have to take the one that I said, and you go through this process like many, many times because they just don't want to pay for like I saw one. I don't know if this is true. I can't know if it
This
is.
is not a blooper reel. I
No,
thought bonus content's a
no, no.
blooper reel, but you're like, what do you think about
I
insurance?
yeah.
So funny.
I don't know if this is
Like, I don't
100%
have it.
real because it can be like a stage. But there's a guy who record himself calling insurance to fight claims, and one that he fought, he was like, "Hey, I see you denied the payment for a wheelchair. I believe it was for the patient, da da da, and I just want to know why and why did you do that?" And they answer, "Oh, because that person did not attend the mandatory physical therapy, like to see if he can walk."
Okay.
And he was like, "Do you do you happen to have the file of that person?" Like, yeah, we have it. Did you fucking read the file? Because that person, you want to know why they didn't attend to the physical therapy? Because that person was hit by a car. He was in a car accident and is in a coma. That's why he did not attend.
Right.
And the person in the line is like, because it's not their fault, it's like upper
Yeah.
management. But he was like, well, but this is the procedure. He didn't attend to the mandatory, so like by policy, he like is denying the possibility to have the wheelchair. It's like that doesn't make any fucking sense. The guy was in a coma, and the insurance like, well, you're in a coma, you don't need the share when you wake up. It's like a lot of that bullshit. And on top of that, it's like this insurance that is like, oh, your deductible or whatever is like 30K, so you're paying like 500 a month, and they do not pay anything until the 30K. So it's
Yeah.
like basically playing to like, okay, I won't need you ever until I get into something bad.
Yeah.
Because if you go to the regular doctor, you'll never like for exams. Oh, let's do some blood work. You'll never get to the 30K. Like you're just planning on like, okay, if I need surgery, it's the only time I will use the insurance. Or if I'm in the hospital for 3 4 days. But it's like, if you try to stay healthy, then having insurance is just like a waste of money. But you never know.
You don't know. I
But
mean, I go to I do go to a place where I qualify for it because I make so little as a comic.
woo,
I'm worth a lot more than I make. Yeah,
there's some music.
because I'm so grossly underemployed for someone of my age and station in life. I go to a clinic where they subsidize a lot of the health care, and I do a payment plan. And I owe them $680 for dental work right now.
But I'm gonna do a show next week on.
Yeah. But I should get a couple of bar shows. I'll pay it off $40 at a time. I'll be dead before I pay it. So I just use that kind of. I mean, I think it's terrible. I think it's like a lot of things. I also think you can't. You gotta. I guess hearing that story, it's like unfortunately we all have to advocate for ourselves or our people. Like we need help. Like people should have paperwork parties where they get together and they read their iTunes contracts, their insurance policies, because it's a fucking drag to do it, so people don't do it. And then they get some shit policy. We need to have paperwork
I
parties.
just have one from Bank of America. I'm gonna call you out. Literally, I just an email, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna read this one. And basically, it's like, oh, we update our term and conditions, and we make some changes. And the changes is that you cannot like take Bank of America to court.
Oh.
Like you resign all your rights to sue them.
Did you sign that already?
No, I believe like there's an option to opt out, and I'm gonna do that.
Yeah.
But they give you like 30 days to opt
Okay.
out. But it's like, what the fuck is this? What is Bank of America gonna do? If they're
Yeah.
sending that, I believe they're gonna do some sketchy shit.
That is crazy that you can't. I mean, that's the thing in this
Disney
country.
did that. Disney Plus did that. I don't know if you saw the story.
No, but I don't have Disney Plus.
No,
But I was gonna take them to court, but damn it, now I'll have to do something.
no. The story is this. Like, I'm gonna super sum it up. The story is like this couple went to Disney. They went in a restaurant. The wife have like severe allergies, and she's like, "I have severe allergies to the staff," and the staff, "You're fine. We're good." And then the plate, the dish that she got had the thing that she was allergic to, and she got a like super bad allergy attack, and they didn't have the penicillin, so she died.
Yeah.
The husband is suing because they like, hey, we asked the staff if they do have, and they they disclaim like
The waiver.
the waiver because they're like, yeah, but in 2020 you accept a trial for Disney Plus, and in the in the policies of Disney Plus it says that you cannot sue Disney,
Oh.
and
You
you
know,
accept those terms and conditions.
I mean, so this is part of the thing. One thing that I try to do is I can't take on the injustices of every corporation, but I can look at corporations as a whole and go and think that's the devil, right? That's like if you believe in the devil. I mean, I have a loose concept, but that is vile and corrupt, right? But I think that's why people are going to make their own fun. Like, th- you know, we we're going to have to change what we do for entertainment. We're going to change how we have to take care of each other. Um, you
Yeah,
know,
I feel there's kind of a revolution, dude.
I mean, yeah, and Americans, as we can see, are slower than others. It's hard because we also have had our comforts and we don't want it disturbed. And also, but I'm also of the belief that it's been great to be able to live somewhere where I could focus on personal recovery. And there's still a lot of cheap ways to get better. And like you said, you're pretty healthy. I do think we have to take personal responsibility. Like, if, it's weird, but I mean, I've made it this far. And the other night, I went to a movie and I had an icy. I'm 56. I had a slushy. I wasn't gonna buy a slushy, right? I had a bag of popcorn. I brought that in. I brought that in, you guys. I'm probably gonna go to jail. I'm gonna meet a man. You don't need to get out. I'm coming for you, baby. I brought in my own. I ate Sour Patch Kids, a bag of popcorn. I don't do this every day, and a slushy. But then later, I was like, girl, you can't afford that at your age. You're going to lose a toe if you eat like that. And I didn't feel particularly bad. I didn't look great when I woke up in the morning. I was like, but I I I mean, I have to I made it this far. There's just things I can't do, and I have to take these other things seriously. And um, you know, there's a difference from, like, I was in a coma, I couldn't go to physical therapy other than, like, but there are people that can go and won't go. And, you can't keep putting yourself through things, and then a doctor can't just give you a pill and make it better. It's
Yeah.
cooperation. I don't think every avenue of the medical profession or even in insurance, it's a capitalist society we live in. There's a lot of faults. Um, but I also think we do have to work with what we have, like, so does that answer?
Yeah, let's take care of ourselves and let's create a revolution
Yeah.
and like throw bodies
Get
to
a fighting weight is what we're saying. Get down to your fighting weight. Make sure you stretch and hydrate, so that you can whoop some ass.
and be kind. I really
Yeah.
be kind. That's the
But
thing,
be
the whole
nice while
thing.
you're doing it. Be like, you know what? That's a nice face. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to punch you in it. Bam.
And
Viva la revolution.
and the
I hate to
stripes.
mess up that nice hairdo, but fuck you, motherfucker.
I love that. Like just like the Midwestern Revolution. It's like, I'm so sorry. You look great, but
Yeah. Thanks for bringing that casserole. I'm gonna hit you over the head with it.
Okay, and with that, we're gonna say goodbye. But thank you so much for watching. Adios.
Adios.